Hello.
So I got Happy back. I guess it's a good time to introduce Happy. Happy is a 2006 KLX250S. And he was left sitting for several years. And the guy I bought it from said the person he just got it from, a friend of his, let it sit for a long time after he bought it and it only had 100 miles on it. I said, well, that's crazy. And knowing a little bit about motorcycles, I said, I'll just clean the carburetor out, clean it up a little bit, and this guy will be, change the gas out, and this guy will be ready to go. Well, he already mucked with the carburetor some, trying to get it running, you know, just enough to sell. So I bought it, and it still ran really rough. And I did several things to it. I mean, I went and bought all the upgrades for it, the exhaust, the jet kit, new snorkel, so high flow snorkel. It's actually from a, I think it was from a KLX200, something like that, but it basically doubles the intake airflow. And I got that, and I could never get it to run right. And I know a little bit, like I said, about motorcycles, enough to get me in trouble. But I threw up my hands. I said I'll return it to stock. So I put the stock exhaust, I put the stock everything back on it, and took it up to the shop. I said, hey guys, this is what it's doing. Can you help me? So sure enough, they got it. And they checked a bunch of things. So the engine is great, nothing wrong with it. They said there's gas in the oil, so it's probably overflowing to the carburetor. And I said, well, that sucks. So they got to looking at it, and they gave me an estimate. I said, holy crap. So, ooh, skunk. So I got that estimate, and I said, yeah, go ahead. I said, do whatever you need to do to make it work. And they were going to do some ultrasonic carburetor cleaner thing. He said, and I said, man, I cleaned it 9 million times. I blew it out. And they said, well, there's little chambers in there that you really just can't get to. And I said, okay, whatever. Cool. So they did that. And they gave me a call a little bit later and said, hey man, your motorcycle is missing a piece. I said, okay. And they said inside the carburetor there's a Needle-Jet and a jet needle. Okay, whatever. I didn't understand what that was, but I went ahead and looked up the schematic on Kawasaki, on the carburetor, and as I checked it out, I see what the heck they're talking about. I never took that part apart. So basically your needle comes down like this, and then there's a receiver end of it which has the diameter for the needle to go in. I thought it was kind of loose and wallowed out, but hell, I didn't know any better. So honestly, had they not looked at it, I wouldn't have known enough to say, hey, there's a piece missing, because I just never went there. So I learned, and they fixed it. So initially I got a great deal on this bike, and then on top of that I had to pay this little extra to have it repaired, and I still got a great deal on it. So it's running as factory now, and that's a good thing. I'm happy with it. It's running nicely. I just got it back, so I'm just taking it out for a ride, see what it's like. I replaced the handlebars, the risers here. What else? I got new grips. I'll eventually get new mirrors, and this will eventually go to Lindsay. This will be hers, and then I will be driving something else. But for now, this is mine, and I'm gonna play, and I'm gonna have fun, and I'm gonna be a dork, and I'm gonna be a grown-up kid, and I'm just gonna go where the hell I want. So I have all the parts that I put in it originally, before. So I got an FMF exhaust, a Q4 exhaust I'll put on it. I've got the snorkel, I've got a unifilter on it. I got new jet kit. I will put that in there. And I have a 13-tooth sprocket that I'll be putting on. I'll probably put a new chain on also. And once that's complete, this guy should run tons better with at least a ball, because right now it has 0 balls and it feels like I'm driving a little lawnmower. But it's fun. I mean, it's doing much better. It's running now. I can let off the gas and it runs. Look, I let it off and it didn't die. I remember coming through here when I first got this thing and it would never stay running. Man, was I pissed off. I couldn't get this fucking thing to keep running if my life depended on it. Now it does. Oh, stop sign. Fucking chicken. Anyway, so dude runs. That sucked. Anyway, so I'm happy. So the name. This is a 2006 Kawasaki KLX250S, and through Lindsay's contribution, she helped name it. His name is Happy. Since we live close to Mexico, in Texas, the J sounds like an H. It is JAPPI. Looks like JAPPI, because it's a Japanese bike. Or as Lindsay would humorously say, it's a Japanese bike. So this Japanese bike is called Happy. And I've got it set up. I got little bark busters on here, little cheapies. I guess they're about 40 bucks or some crap like that. Just little cheapies to where, oh, this little U. To where if either I or Lindsay roll this bad boy over, then, you know, no harm, no foul. You just goof off, be a dork, have fun. Can't wait to get the 13th because it really doesn't have any guts. You can't really muscle up a wheelie on this thing. But you can kind of get one if you clutch it. But it doesn't have any guts. It won't. Short first gear is so short that you're having to shift like really super quick. And I'm not good with the bouncing up wheelies. God, it feels good to be on this thing again. It really does lack some power though. But it runs. Look, I'm not even having to do anything. How fucking cool is that? So, I get to be a dork again. I get to be a big kid. I grew up on dirt bikes. I love them. I like being able to look at something and just go, I want to go that way. I want to fucking go in there. I want to drive up on the curve. I want to drive out in that field. Just whatever the hell's, whatever the fuck I want to do. Kingston, Lacey. I'll go this way. Hey, what's up? Nice phone.
Hello?
Must be a dummy. That's what I ought to do. Go fucking swim today. God, it's so nice, this fucking thing running. Now I don't just have to take out the Harley. Ooh, the big field. Squirrel! Yeah, definitely not endowed with a lot of balls. It's quiet. That's about all. That's wide open. Yep, top gear. Oh. How fast is it? 60. I think I can get it to about 85 or 90 on this thing. 80, no, fuck 90. I think I can get up to about 80. Downhill, if I'm bent over. God, it's nice to be able to ride. I wanted to Zoe in here to ride around. Ooh, they got a tree here, so I can't come in. Too bad, huh? Glad I stayed off. I don't know what I would have done. Now, roll out. But now that Happy's here, and he's alive, and he's okay, and he will be upgraded here in a second.